Hello everyone. I've been meaning to do a tutorial, or not a tutorial, a review of a couple of movies here that you can find online on like Amazon. And the reason why I wanted to do these specific two movies was because of the fact that I think they'd be very instructional for people who are interested in animation and making possibly even their own feature film at one point. And the first movie I'm going to review is called Killer Bean Forever. By Jeff Lew, and if you don't know, Killer Bean was originally a short parody of the Matrix movies and action movies and kung fu, like John Woo and things like that, and starring a killer coffee bean. And the original, which was I think done in Animation Master long ago, that one garnered millions of hits and whatnot. And then Jeff Lew eventually got jobs in the industry, and then he ended up eventually taking some time off, and he made The Killer Bean Forever, which is the feature-length version of that. So the movie has some really good action scenes in it, and now I'm gonna just lay everything out there and whatnot. The movie has very good action scenes. I'd say the story is kind of, well, by Hollywood standards, I guess it's kind of just average action fare or whatever. Just the Killer Bean runs around and just gets in a lot of adventure stuff. Gets into a few action scenes, and basically just kills everybody in town with a bunch of guns. And but it's a lot of fun. There's a few jokes at least made around the idea of the entire cast being made up of coffee beans, as you may expect. But the most interesting thing to people who are into animation is the fact that he did this entire film all by himself. I mean, he got voice actors to do the voice acting, but he did all the modeling, rendering, and animation entirely on his own. And the DVD includes some documentaries and some commentaries that tell you exactly how he went about doing this. So if you're interested in doing your own animations like I am, it's extremely, not only is it informative, and not only does it tell you exactly what it takes to do something like this and all the different shortcuts that he does, but it's also very inspiring, and shows you that A, you can do this type of thing yourself, B, you can get pretty good results from it, and see that there's really not that much stopping you, even though he had the advantage of being able to take a lot of time off to do it, and having worked in the industry, he had kind of like a lot of background in the tools. But there's nothing that anyone else can't do if they just take some time off and spend some extra time and whatnot, not playing video games and developing animations instead. They can do something maybe not quite as polished as this, but they can do something pretty neat. So that is The Killer Bean Forever. I would definitely recommend it. Anyone who's into quirky independent films, action films, if you're a fan of John Woo movies, it's like I said, it's very much a parody of the Matrix style of action, John Woo style of action. Has a lot of references to martial arts flicks and anime, heavily inspired by anime type shootouts. Ghost in the Shell, for example, something like that. You can tell that he's a huge fan of this type of work. If you're interested in that, if you're interested in independent film, supporting an independent filmmaker, it's a good thing for that. Like I said, obviously, if you're into animation in any way, shape, or form, it's extremely instructive, and I think it's just basically a really a good flick. So I think you can go ahead and get the DVD on Amazon, and definitely don't pirate it. Go out and actually buy a copy to support a independent filmmaker, and hopefully there'll be more animations like this out in the future. I know I've seen some sort of artwork somewhere that he's apparently done like a reworked version that has more enhanced rendering and whatnot. And so that is my review of Killer Bean Forever. Lizzie the Review Reptile gives Killer Bean Forever 2 claws up.